Alright, welcome everybody. This is Nick with O3 Drop. Thanks for tuning in today. So, in this match, on the left hand side, we do have RJ playing his Androids deck again. And on the right hand side, we have CJ playing his Masked Saiyan deck. Now, the Android deck is going to be green-black, and the Masked Saiyan deck, I believe, is blue, red, and black. Also, RJ does have his cool custom-made leader. I definitely think that's pretty awesome. Now, the camera might shake again in this one. I'm not sure. I think I actually moved it to the other table, so it shouldn't be as bad. But yeah, so if you do notice it shaking a little bit, sorry, I tried. So it looks like CJ's just keeping one. You know, that regionals playmat's really cool. I'm really sad that I didn't get a chance to go to Virginia in January, because I feel like I would have at least made top 8, and I would have got one of those with a nice stitching that says top 8. It would have been so cool. So anyway, back to reality though. So basically CJ just went ahead and played Trunks and passed on his first turn, and then RJ went ahead and just played Kayla's and Energy and passed on his first turn. And so now we are back to CJ, who just plays down a Yajirobe and then uses his leader ability. And he does get the 5k and critical. So remember, with his leader ability, if he flips over a card that is anything other than black, he ends up getting 5k, and if he flips over a black card, he does get critical. Now it looks like RJ actually chose to negate that first attack. So let's see, he chooses to put down the Android 17 as energy this turn. It looks like he's got 2 super combos in hand. I might not have gotten rid of the 17 knowing that you have the cell chain in hand, although it looks like he doesn't care. So he is going to go ahead and swing in to CJ with his leader. CJ is going to take the 1, now he's going to swing in with critical. And there goes all 4 Yajirobes by turn 2. I mean, if you're CJ here, you're not super worried about the Yajirobes this matchup. So it looks like he is going to play the 4-drop mirror as his energy and use his leader ability. And so he does get the 5k and critical this turn. Now I think here he's trying to decide if he wants to go in on the Android or if he wants to go in on the leader card. And let's see. Well, it looks like he is going to choose to attack the Android 18. And then pass turn. Now RJ chooses to put the super combo down and then play the Dr. Gero. I really feel like if you had kept the cell chain in hand, you could have gotten rid of the Gero as the energy last turn, and then this turn the super combo wouldn't have been as bad because you could have went into cell chain with it. Now, the Masked Saiyan still isn't awakened yet, and so, you know, if you were able to awaken him first, you could get some more cards out of his hand, but at the same time, right now, you're just kind of getting the Dr. Gero and then putting the 17 in your hand for next turn. And against this deck, like, you take a lot of damage usually. So he is going to go ahead and swing in. And he's also going to swing in with the Android. So he definitely wants to try to go for the cell combo as quickly as possible at this point. It looks like he's only got 2 in his drop area, so he can't play the mirror just yet. And so he's just going to pass turn with 1 energy open. Now, if I'm CJ, like, you have to be aware the cell combo could be coming at any point. So, like, you really want to make sure that you don't load your hand up too much. So he is going to play the critical mirror and swing into the androids. Yep, and RJ's just going to take that. Now he will activate his leader ability. Now it was really smart of him to play the mirror first, because now those cards go into his drop area, so he has those for next time, or, you know, for the next turn. So he did go ahead and awaken. Now remember, whenever you awaken, you do lose the critical, but you keep the 5k. And on the second go around of his ability, he does get both back. So now he's plus 10k critical. So right now he's sitting at 25k critical. Now the thing that sucks for CJ right now is I don't see a Champa in his hand. This would be a really beautiful spot to just double strike him down to 5k with crits. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the Champa in hand, so there's not a whole lot he can really do about that. Now he does play the Trunks here. I actually like that play. So there's the 15 single crit. So right there. So RJ is kind of a new player. He's still trying to kind of get the timings down with the game. So we were just talking there about when he can awaken. And it looks like he does combo with the 5-drop cell to block the crit damage from Trunks. And I think that's about it for CJ's turn. Not a whole lot else he can do. So he does pass. So back to RJ. Now RJ already does have the other 3-drop cell in his hand, so he can lay that one down as energy if he wants to. It's not a bad play. So as of right now, it looks like he could go into the 5-drop, but he doesn't have what he needs to go into the 3-drop just yet. Or into the 7-drop just yet. So he is going to swing with his leader and draw the card. And that's a Kaba, so that's not going to help him go into the cell, but he can still play the Kaba if he wants to. Now the androids aren't down at 4 life, so that's only a 10k attack, so if he doesn't combo onto it, then CJ is fine. He doesn't have to combo anything. And it looks like he probably chose not to. So let's see what RJ decides he wants to do here. Alright, he is going to tap 2 and play the Kaba. And, ooh, he is going to whiff on that. That hurts. Now, something I did mention to him here is you don't have to actually reveal the cards to your opponent if you do whiff. I'm not sure if Kaba says pick up to 1 Kaler Khalifa or not, but either way, even if he does, it is a private area. So because of that, you could choose to whiff. Same thing with the 4-drop Ape Vegeta. I know a lot of people have been going back and forth about that rule as well. The deck is a private area, so you do have the option to whiff, even though it doesn't say up to. And so now he is going to swing at the Masked Saiyan with the Kaba and combo the Dr. Zero, so that puts him at 15. So CJ will need at least 5 to block. And it looks like he's going to take that. Now with that only needing a 5k to block, I probably would have blocked that just because I don't want to go down below 4 against a deck like this if I don't have to. Especially knowing the cell chain could come at any moment, you really want to make sure that you stay as high as possible. So right here, CJ definitely played down the wrong Trunks. Now our locals are pretty casual, so RJ wasn't, he didn't have a problem with CJ taking it back, especially because a lot of these players are new. And so yeah, RJ had no problem with that. So it looks like he did get the Champa off the Trunks though, so that's definitely good because now he can swing you with double strike critical this turn if he wants to. So he's going to swing the Time Patrol Trunks into the Kaba, and it looks like RJ is going to negate and discard the mirror to kill the Time Patrol Trunks. Now, here's the thing, okay? I actually played against RJ on Wednesday night, and I went from TP Trunks into the 4-drop that Xeno evolves from the starter deck a few times on him. And so he knew about that combo. So he had a feeling that's what CJ was trying to do. So that's why he killed the TP Trunks instead of killing the Quick Rush Trunks. Obviously, killing the TP or the Quick Rush Trunks would have stopped that critical there. But he knew that CJ wanted, or more than likely wanted, to evolve into the 4-drop Trunks. So he wasn't going to let that happen. So it looks like now CJ is going to go ahead and use his leader ability. And it looks like he does get critical, but does not get the 5k. So let's see what he chooses to do here. And it looks like he is going to swing in on the androids and combo with Champa. So that is going to be double strike critical, and RJ just takes the damage. So right here, CJ tried to Xeno evolve from the Quick Rush Trunks. However, the 4-drop does require a Xeno Trunks. It can't just be any Trunks. RJ was actually really quick to point that out. I gotta give RJ credit. He knows the rules really well for someone who's so new. He's still learning the timing aspect of things, but like he was on that. Like he knew immediately that he couldn't evolve that Trunks. So I think that kind of ruined CJ's whole plan there. So CJ just goes ahead and passes. So RJ did draw the Mira off the for the turn. And I don't think he's going to charge this turn. Now he is going to skip his charge phase and go ahead and swing into the leader. Now the androids are below 4 life, so they do gain the extra 5k. And CJ is going to negate. So RJ's gonna tap 1 to play the Doctor's Row. So he's looking for an Android 18 off of this, and there it is. So that was very good off the Doctor's Row. And so now he is going to go ahead and tap out the 3 for the cell and put the Android 17 underneath it. Now here he probably wants to pop the Topo. Yep. The reason you want to pop the Topo is because it gives your opponent a free 5k combo piece if you don't. And so I think RJ is probably going to try to win this turn. And so he doesn't, he's not worried about the Quick Rush Trunks' attack anymore. He's more worried about the free 5k combos. So that was a good play there. And now he is going to go ahead and go straight into the 7-drop. Now, a lot of Cell players will attack with the 5-drop. This actually would have been a decent time to do that. However, anytime your opponent is playing blue, you do need to be a little bit careful about that because, they could Mufubi you. Ooh, so he does also play the Mirror right afterwards. So he's going to swing in here with a Mira first. It looks like CJ actually kept the 4-drop Mira. I probably would have kept the super combo there. Not that it matters too much, it looks like. So RJ did go ahead and combo with his own super combo. So that puts the Mira up to 25, and it makes CJ discard 1 more card from his hand. Oh, when that Mecha Frieza errata happens, the Cell chain is going to be so busted, especially with the androids and all this discard. So CJ does decide to go ahead and combo out of it. So the super combo puts him up to 25, and the quick rush trunks makes it 30 to combo out. However, it looks like at this point, RJ does go ahead and combo that. Now CJ did draw the topo off that, however he doesn't have any red energies, so there's not really a whole lot he can do. And so that is going to be game. So thanks for watching, everybody. Again, I will try to get the deck lists in the description below. I should have the androids lists already. The other one may take a little while, but I will try to get those for you. So again, thanks for watching, everybody. Y'all have a great night.